underground peasant climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the delay, here's Hunt. Jeremy Chinn there defensively. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that run, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this will be caught by Mooney. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 22, Watson. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On play action, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll run left with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on first down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll buy some time right.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And again, it's Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build it.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Watson now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 45 on second down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll send Brown in motion right. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. On 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game and tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
And Prescott, his third interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Play action now, Prescott. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Pollard going to try the right side. 43 yards rushing for him so far, and a boatload of touchdown runs as well. Prescott on play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. There's a nice move, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in. And
oh, he fakes a spike. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.